we're back with another AL review, specifically an APAC review between the Hangzhou Spark and the Philadelphia Fusion. Let's get right into it. All right. So right off the bat, I'm kind of surprised that Somin Su, the madman Somin Su, fuck it, Somin Su is in the game. Real quick, I want to talk about the comps, because the comps are quite different. Spark is going from more of like the very standard high spam comp cheese and going very standard into white here, and Fusion is going more, I mean, standard rush, I guess, is what you see like a normal map. So McCree May and the Sigma here, because the Sigma is very good on this point as well. I think a lot of teams haven't opted to play the Sigma into rush. I think Florida kind of started that with Gargoyle. I think a lot of teams have been seeing the value in playing it in closer range. Yeah, hi YouTube. Something great. You see that only X% of people are subscribed. True, true, true. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube. True, that's real and true. So yeah, I kind of see how this plays out. How is Philly gonna approach this fight? Philly is doing a little around. Whoa. Wait. Hold on. Hold the phone here. Hold the phone here, folks. Okay, so they spawn out. TP top left. They have the McCree late flank. So let's watch the main group here. So they get right behind him. Hangzhou seems to have a read on it. But do they know that Carpe's behind? That is the question. Do they know that Carpe's behind? Carpe do be lurking. Wow, Carpe's really committing to this flank. Like, not a single point of damage, no shield break, no nothing. They are hard committing to the idea that Carpe will get behind them and hit a flashbang combo. Because not having your DPS for a long span of time, it pays off. Wow. That's crazy. The amount of discipline that it takes to kind of sit there and not do anything for upwards of 20 to 30 seconds. No shield damage, no pressure, no nothing, no cooldown usage. Having your team literally 5v6, have the patience to sit there and wait and then flanking and hit the shots on the Lucio. That's crazy. But while that was happening, Gushui also dies. So that's kind of shit from Spark. How does Gushui die? So we know Carpe's in the flank. Spark has to touch the point. Gushui gets walled off. Just a late lamp from MCD. So that's just a free fight win from Philly here at the very start. Interesting. Yeah, a lot of teams, like when you're playing more of the very standard rush here, you don't want to default fight into White Room here, because Spark's comp is designed to just hard win the white rollout. We call it white. A lot of teams call it white. The white rollout is so loud. I'm sorry. They like to default every team does this, right? Every team will pick some sort of spam comp control center, and they'll spam the white comp. But when you're playing like more of the McCree May, the less strong spam comp of the two, you generally want to go towards point because you're not going to win the spam battle, and you just kind of play for angles. So Philly did a good job. Philly did a good job there. Okay, so getting off the Symmetra because they didn't get a lot of value on Symmetra. Not even close to Simult, so they ended up going May. But they're keeping the May Junkrat. Interesting. So Mono's kind of info peeking main. The info peek, they look for a wall, they speed in. Pretty good counter aggression from Spark using the wall to counter engage. Both teams playing very, very methodically, very slowly, waiting to build ults. Mono goes in. Ooh, I want to watch out for Mono's POV, because Mono's doing a very good job gathering info and coordinating aggression. So he's just kind of seeing where they're going. Swings, get those couple of swings. Hits the back line. Misses the counter pin. Ooh, damn. That was so good from the start. How does Mono get punished so hard here? Also, what's wrong with the replay viewer? Hello? Is this thing on? So he gets the swings, gets a quick shatter. 200 HP, lamps down. Can Alarm not see him? I feel like Alarm can't see him. because there's no way Mana should have died that easily. I guess just unlucky reload timing. Did Alarm have to reload there? What? Yeah, he was out of bullets. Why is the replay viewer being so wonky today? Yeah, he was literally out of. That's tough. The wall was good and Alarm had pretty unlucky reload timing, so Mono couldn't stay up. So they're down 1 now. Hop opts to Flux. Kill Gushui. Hoppa's doing a really good job of taking space here and retaking white. I mean, Spark is just jammed to this corner. Okay. Spark's gonna leave with Tyrant. Hoppa's dead. Rascal's popping High Noon. I mean, so far, like, neither of these teams have really opted for, like, blind aggression or, like, just really good aggression because these teams are playing very methodical, playing off their holds very hard. So now Carpe's going to split off from white. Spark used Beat and Flux and Tire to get into the point. And I think Fusion just blew their load quite early and didn't really get anything out of it. So Spark, with a good ults, walks in and takes the point. But both of these teams have played very slow. I'm kind of surprised. Both these teams are playing a lot spam-oriented. Spam-oriented comps, I guess. So they're playing very slow, playing for their ults. So the Alarm's already got another window. I'm just surprised at how slow this is with Maze on the field. How does Carpe get MCD here? Where's Carpe at? Okay, the replay viewer is kind of making me mold tonight. It's okay, kind of making me mold tonight. Okay, so Carpe's behind them. Yo, question 87. Thanks for the gifted sub, dude. Thank you so much. Thanks for paying it forward, man. I appreciate it. So Carpe's behind them again. I mean, but this is a flank that I think Spark can read. There's been plenty of time here for him to develop this flank. Okay, so he just gets behind him, gets a flash fan. At this point, I don't want to say the fight's over, but Spark's gonna have to really commit a lot of ultimates here. They do get the quick trade though. It's got an IDK and Architect to follow up on it. Gushui dies because there's no lamp. Bernard kills Toby. It's a 4v4. I mean, really, Spark really just lost this off of the fact that Carpe hit a big flank. So, big play from Carpe. And now Hoppa's just going to clean up his Flux. Nothing too crazy on this map. I think the best thing I liked so far was the Fusion's opening fight. I think Fusion's opening rollout was very creative, and I think that's a sign of good coaching and like just smart and thoughtful players, because if you watch like 90% of the other AL matches, most teams just go into White Room and they trade White Room like every time, because that's the normal thing to do, right? That's what most teams do. But I'm quite impressed with Fusion's ability to find different ways to approach fights, and that first fight was nuts for sure. So both teams have kind of shown that they're not scared to play rush, so I assume they're going to stick on these rush mirrors here. Now with these rush mirrors, there's so many different heroes you can play, specifically in the off-tank role. You could either play the D.Va, you could play the Orisa, you could play the Sigma, you could play the Zarya. It kind of depends on which variation of the comp you end up on, which is going to give you an advantage here. So if it stays like this and I roll out, and Bernard stays on the Orisa, and Hoppa stays on the D.Va, I would give Fusion the advantage, because the biggest strength of the Ryan Orisa comp is the pull flashback combo and the value that you can get off of Orisa's pull. But if a good D.Va can mark Orisa pulls, and Orisa gets a lot less value into D.Va, so I would give Fusion the advantage here on the rollout. What's up, wild person? Okay, let's see who gets to the TPs faster. Interesting. This is really interesting. How does Spark get here faster? Because this is essential. The fact that Spark was able to get onto the point, TP out, and they're already looking at the teleporter now. Look, they have 6 people looking at the TP. What was the difference maker there? Was it the timing of the amp, because this is gonna dictate how this map plays. First fight is essential on COD. Everybody knows that. Again, the replay player is being very wonky tonight. So all they do is amp straight out of spawn, and someone Sue gets the look. Okay, so I want to watch this from Philly's POV now. Because Spark doesn't do anything crazy here. It's very simple. Just amp out of spawn and put a TP down. Is it any different from Fusion's point of view, or Fusion's the way they do it? Yo, Shane Pickle, thanks for giving two gifted subs, man. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, dude. I think we're at. Wait, another 2? Double deuce? Thank you, Shane Pickle, for the 4 gifted subs. Thank you, dude. Wait, does Toby mistime his amp here? Thank you so much, Shane Pickle. I appreciate that, dude. I think Toby might mistime his. I wasn't paying attention. So he amps. Oh, fuck. Hit the wrong button. My bad, guys. Yo, Osiritis, thanks for the 2 months, dude. Thanks for the prime. Ooh woo. I think Toby amps too early. Does he? So he amps here before people can get it out. And the amp ends here. So they're kind of like slow walking up. I think IDK's amp timing is better. Because I think IDK... Like, let me show you the difference between these amps. I'm going to go one more time back to IDK. So you saw how Toby amped, right? He amped, like, right when the door opened. And I think IDK waits just a little bit. So the amp... I could be wrong. You guys see the very noticeable difference in how he used amp there? It was very, very small. And I'm going to try and explain it from IDK's point of view. But this is, like, essential. Small stuff like this makes a big difference. So you saw how Toby amped, like, right when the door was opening, right? IDK waits. And so here, this freeze frame here is when Toby amped, right? IDK, I mean, it's literally very minor stuff. Like, literally, like, a quarter of a second later. But he gets the amp. And maybe, dude, honestly, it might... There's so much that goes into this. Like, it's so small, right? It's so small, right? This is like, the fight hasn't even happened yet, but I feel like I have to break down so much because this is so essential to how this fight plays. If you can get here and TP first and look at their TP before they're even in, you have a huge advantage in how this first fight plays out. So Somin Su, so that maybe the amp timing from IDK was a little better, but somehow Somin Su is front of the pack, right? So like if you look at the grouping here, Somin Su is in front of the pack, whereas Fusion, Carpe's back of the pack. He's the last one there. I don't... Does Carpe miss his jump? Like, does he get out of the doors weird? Again, it's very small, but if you notice this, very, very small detail. But if you notice this, watch how Carpe kind of gets like stuck here on the door. You see how the rest of his team kind of walked up the ramp, and you see how much farther ahead they are? They're kind of in the air. They kind of walked up the door, and they fell down. You see the difference? Carpe gets stuck on the door, doesn't walk up, so now he's behind. So maybe the amp timing from Toby is a little not optimal, where IDK's was, and Carpe walked out the door weird. So just, it takes me 5 minutes to explain this, but this is like, this could impact the fight in a very severe way. Look. See how big that was to how this fight plays out? Do you see how crucial it is to get the TP down first and get in first? Bear in. Architect gets the wall. So the wall not only splits the people here, but it blocks the TP, I believe. So there's no heals here. Ugh. So now they're taking a 3v6 on point. Alarm. Oh, man. It is no exaggeration to say that, like, Spark probably wins this first fight just off having better, a quicker TP. What, you don't like Sussy? Suss is the best emote in Twitch. I don't know what you guys are talking about. All things considered, though, the fact that Fusion only lost their D.Va suit in that scenario is very, very fortunate for Fusion. But they are down their D.Va now. Good Mei wall from Architect. Spark pushes in. But again, I think Fusion's doing a good job disengaging, all things considered. But Spark has, all things considered, Spark has better spam with the Orisa. They have the Sim turrets on the point. They have all the initiative here. Hoppa switches to Sigma. Sigma's not bad into this as well. It helps you with your spam. So Fusion opts to get creative. I like this, man. I really do like this. Like, if you watch a lot of these other OWL teams, most OWL teams will just default. Like, they will default to a very normal fight. They'll have 6 people walk up main here, and they'll spam. Fusion don't give a fuck. Fusion has shown that they do not care about taking fights normally. They care about taking fights properly. And creatively. So they send Toby, their Mei, and both tanks onto the flank here. They speed him. Mono is in their backline, and oh, this is so good. This is absolutely so good from Fusion. So now they kind of have a split angle here. They kind of have a crossfire going on where Carpe and Alarm from here are unpressured, kind of helping their team, while Mono is swinging in. Mono hits a big shatter on the backline. Good land from Alarm. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Spark got the window down, and they went off the window. So Philly lost that fight, all things considered, but I think that was a very creative, and I like the way they approached that fight for sure. Gushui, wait. Gushui died? Wait, pause? What's up, Ishki? How does Gushui die? How does Gushui die? Oh, Toby's little sneaky little rat. Fucking Toby is, eh? Sneaky little rat. What about August? Yeah, they hit the window. Yeah, they had the window down. They fire strike Alarm, so you just one shot, and that's basically just fight over at that point. Doesn't matter. Gushui gets back because of the pin. So now they don't need to do any funny business here. If they don't think so, they have 6-man. They just 6-man window through the right side. Mono goes in through the wall, kind of catching the pocket. Toby dies to Sominsu. But you guys just see how imperative it is to win first fight, right? You've seen this a million times. It is just crucial. If you have control of the point here and you get ult advantage off the first fight because of that, like, I would say it's no stretch of the imagination to say that, like, if Spark wins this map, Spark won this map because 1, Carpe fucked up walking out of spawn, and 2, Spark had a better amp. They just got a quicker TP down, and I would say that's like 80% of the reason why they win this. Why they win this map. Oh, what's going on here? I feel like I have to half speed these. I feel like I have to half speed these fights because so many ults go down. So Sominsu drops the wall. Okay, so it's down. Are they down any members? Who are they down? They're down their Lucio. So Spark takes that opportunity to run in and engage with Beat, Blizzard, Fusion trades, Simwall, Blizzard, Mono pins to the Mega, Rascal freeze. Ah, dude, I don't know what's going on. I really can't pick out exactly what's happening here on a micro level in terms of like what's happening, but I think the biggest fuck up that Spark had is that I think a lot of teams are way too eager to give up the point here and look for aggressive plays and rush in. But really, I think if you're playing Ryan Orisa, like Mei Sim, like spam comp, you just sit on the point. Like, you make Fusion come to you and use ults. Gushui tried to shatter Rascal on the Mei. Yeah, and IDK is beat here. Only hit a couple people. I could go back and look at the fight one more time, but there's like so much going on here. It's very hard to pick up on everything. So again, Spark gets the pick because of the sim wall, and they're holding the point, right? Speed up a little bit while this fight happens. So Spark, because Fusion is kind of low, they have no speed. Spark wants to take advantage of that. So they look for a pull engage, but Fusion reads it really well. Fusion reads it really well. They have already backed out, so it's a long distance for Spark to cover. So Spark has to go from point here with the speed all the way to here, and this is a sizable distance to have to cross. So Fusion does a really good job reading the aggression. They back up. They put up sim wall. Rascal is hiding in the corner. Like you see how well Fusion is just reading the game. Let me go back one more time. Fusion's reading the game so well. You have so many players set up for these opportunities. So again, we're going back. Fusion reads the aggression. Rascal steps in the corner. Look at this. These dudes know that they're gonna push. They know. So Rascal gets the Blizzard off in the back line. Sideshow, thank you so much for the raid, dude. We're just reviewing some incredible APAC gameplay. Thanks for the raid, dude. Hope you had a good stream. Eggman. The Eggman. Oh god, he reviews Spark game. Yep. What's up? Oh, dude, fucking Axeman, man. Listen, everybody is welcome to stay besides Axeman. Everybody else, you're good to go. Ready to see you mauled? I don't think I'll maul as hard as the New York Chengdu game. There's no way. Just for that, I'm staying now. Fantastic. I don't think anything will make me mauled as hard as the New York Chengdu game. There's no way. Yo, Wild Person, thanks for giving Sideshow a sub. And Pug, please. Thanks for giving Axeman a sub. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. What have I reviewed so far? This is the first review of the day. This is the first review of the day from me. The only APAC match from this week that I reviewed was New York versus Chengdu. I did that last night. They actually turned off the NYXL Spark game because it was so trash. Yeah, I can't. I'm very much looking forward to that game. It should be great. Yo, Uncle Crundle, thanks for the Twitch Prime, dude. Thank you, thank you. Am I gonna review Chengdu facility today? Kind of depends on how I'm feeling. That's kind of a lot. My reviews kind of go pretty lengthy. So it kind of depends on how quickly I go through Spark versus New York later. So kind of depends. All right, let's get back into it. So we're kind of talking about how Fusion was reading the aggression of Spark very well. They trade ults. Yes, I am, Ishki. It's just I'm not quitting. I'm not quitting the game. I like Earthbound. It's just kind of hard to stick it into my schedule at the moment. Yo, Gwen. Has it really been that long, Gwen?
I'm grinding in ESO right now.
Gwen, thanks for the tier 3, 23 months. Thank you so much, Gwen. You're grinding ESO? Well, enjoy your ESO. Wait, did sub count drop already? Unlucky. It dropped midstream. Lucky for you guys. Okay. So again, back to what I was talking about. Fusion reads the aggression really well. Mono long pins the mega. Bernard's kind of overextended. The biggest problem with Spark here is that I don't think the communication here is done very well because IDK, their speed, and Gushue, their Rhine, the two essential members to a rush comp, are frozen. Meanwhile, Bernard and Architect are out in fucking middle of nowhere. MCD is off angling back here, trying to lamp. I mean, they're just so split. I don't know how Spark has managed to find themselves this split. These guys are more split than fucking Cold War Germany. My god. Gushue? Oh, Gushue. No, no, no. No, no, Gushue. Surely not. Surely not. Sideshow actually just did an interesting tier list for coaching in the league. Right now, if you want to take a look, it'd be in the VOD. It's super interesting to see because not many do coaching list. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm surprised Sideshow did a coaching list. I don't know how you accurately do that unless you like know the coaches themselves, but I'll take a look at there in a second. So I am very confused on Gushue's thought process here. I'm very, very confused. So this sim wall hasn't moved. This sim wall has been up for like upwards of 5 seconds. This sim wall has been here the entire time. The entire time. Gushue comes out from being unfrozen. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, actually I don't think there's a thought press. This is just me shattered, no think type situation. So yeah, he was pissed at Rascal for freezing him, so he turns around, just instinct shatters, I guess, and slams into a symbol. Unlucky. Alright, so Spark overextended by giving up control of the point. So I think Spark's biggest fuck up was like, I really do not think if you have control of the point on this map and you're playing Rush v Rush, you should absolutely never give this up. Why would you voluntarily give up your sim advantage? Why would you give up these turrets sitting here? Like, it's just OP. Like, trying to walk through these doors here with the sim turrets and the walls and all of the damage, it's nearly impossible. Like, I don't... Even if you're up members... and you're up ults, like, I would almost never walk through here like this. Dude, I love this alert. I'm so glad I changed it. Oh, I absolutely love that. So good. Mataya, thanks for the 6 gifted subs, Mataya. I do appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, it's a new alert, Mataya. It's a new alert. So we're back to 700 subs. I do appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, everybody. You guys are going nuts today. Thank you. Thank you. I'm like 99% sure that Philly is like the only good rush team in APAC, by the way. I think I agree with that statement for sure. I think that's probably going to be Chengdu's biggest weakness. We'll talk about later, is that like I watched him play Rush and it was just Fusion was so much better. But yeah, going back to what I was talking about, like, you should just never give a point if you don't have to. I don't see a reason to. Okay, so Hoppa has Flux. I say that, and Fusion just completely shits on my entire opinion by TP rushing into the backline. But I much prefer this aggression than the way Spark did it. I much prefer the way they did it because this is so much faster and it hits the backline, and it gets... and it just confuses Spark a lot more, much more. Because Spark opted to not TP rush. All they did was walk up main, and it was very readable. But this TP play allows Fusion to pretty much get the majority of their team into the backline. So if you're going to aggress, doing it like this is a lot better. Mugmania, I think you can run Widow in these rush comps. It depends on the map and the. Like, I know a lot of teams in APAC like playing Widow on, what map is it? Is it Havana? Havana 3rd? A lot of teams like playing there. I think it's fine. It kind of depends on the hero. Do you think Fusion having no competition on Rush will fuck them in the May Melee? No. I think they're well coached enough where they don't have to worry about that. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think Fusion will be fine. Oh, really? Oh, that's so good. That was so good from the Fusion supports here. So the aggression didn't go quite as planned for Fusion. They didn't catch anybody out. Mono gets frozen and pins. He gets beat and lamp. Shatter was a little bit unfortunate. But the fact that Mono lives there in that situation. Oh, and the TP still... Oh, it's so good. And the TP still up. Carpe didn't drop the TP, so Mono was able to get out with half HP. No cooldowns, no shield, nothing. He lives. Hoppa hits a bit... Oh, this is so good from Fusion, man. The ping-ponging of aggression and peeling for their team is so nuts. Oh. Fusion is just light years ahead of Rush than anybody else. At least in APAC. Can Spark bounce back and get better in the near future? I miss them smashing in their first season. How I feel about Spark is I just generally I do not like 12-man rosters. I don't like 12-man rosters at all. It's way too it's way too hard to balance all the people. You're not gonna be able to focus on people who actually might be better for certain metas. Like how do you determine who's better when you have to like split up playtime to just to get an idea who's best for a certain meta, who's best for your team? Like I just think Spark has way too much to juggle with. I think the players they have in now aren't aren't world, like they're good, but they aren't world beaters by any mean. Like I don't think Gushui is a good Rhine. I say good Rhine, but I mean like I don't think Gushui is like an insane Rhine by any means. I think he's a very average Reinhardt. average to below average Reinhardt. But like, is Takoyaki any better? How do you tell? Like, how much time do you give to Takoyaki and say, hey, we need a better Rein. Prove you're a better Rein. Like, so let's say you split up your scrim time 50-50, right? You split up your scrim time 50-50. You give half to Gushui and half to Takoyaki. What happens when they're both shit? What happens when they're both shit? So that means both are shit at Rein, and now you've split up playtime for both. So now you have to decide who's less shit, and that means you give that less shit Rein half the amount of practice that he needs to get better. Like, and that goes for every role they have. They literally have that for every role they have. So like, I'm not really a fan of 12-man rosters. I think as Overwatch League progresses, you're gonna see 7, 8-man rosters. I think it's about like near the max you're gonna see, maybe 9. But I don't. As time goes on, I don't think anybody else in the most teams aren't gonna go above 10. I don't think in a couple years, if Al is still going, I don't think any team will have 10 players. I think 9 will be the max. Like, as people progress, like, I think 12-man rosters is too hard to juggle. It's too hard to determine, like, who deserves the playing time, how you divvy up scrim time, who practices, who doesn't. And if you do settle on a 6-man roster, then you have 6 players on your roster who are just jaded because they think they're better. Yeah, and it also costs a fuck ton. So you could divvy up this money to buy a superstar, right? So say, like, just an example. I'm not saying Gushui shouldn't be on this team. I'm not saying Takoyaki shouldn't be on this team. But say you cut out Gushui and you cut out Takoyaki both, and you take that money and you put it into getting a superstar main tank. I would much prefer a more well-rounded, can play every main tank hero like Mono than two main tanks who kind of split it up like a Smurf and Super situation. But I think it's a lot different because they're the best at their roles. Bottom line is, I don't like 12-man rosters, and I don't think Spark's coaching staff is gonna be able to properly juggle all of the players and get a functioning, cohesive kind of swapping in and out roster. I just don't think that's possible. Hunters have a 12-man roster. That's true. That is true. But I think what's changed for Hunters? Do Hunters change anybody besides their DPS though? I guess these guys don't do it either. Yeah, I don't know. It kind of, but for me, it depends on the coaching staff, and I think I would rate Chengdu's coaching staff for that team, and like the buying into the 12-man roster a lot higher on Chengdu than I would Spark. And I also think the skill level between who's benched on Chengdu and who's benched on, like, so this, for me, like, the skill level between who's benched on Chengdu is like, this is like the current, like, say this is like, fuck, how do I draw this? So say this is a chart, and let's say like this is the current skill level of Chengdu. I think the current skill level, if they switch in their supports, would be like here, right? So this is Chengdu, right? But this is Spark. And I would say the current skill level of like Spark is here, and if you put in their support, like their sub players, their other 6 players, it would be like here. Like I don't think there's a huge improvement between who's on the bench and who's playing for Spark. Whereas I think Chengdu, it's very clearly who's playing for their team is the best players. I feel like Yvetto would be fine swapped in. I don't think so. I've put a lot more time into watching Nisha play the game, and I think Nisha's a big upgrade. I think both supports for Chengdu, in my opinion, at least in the comps they're playing and how they've been playing, have been an upgrade. I don't know. Ellie Morris, I don't know. I can't answer your question. You said I think League, Shy, and Somansu starting for this Spark would help. How the fuck am I supposed to determine that? How does... I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe it'd make their roster better, but this is the problem with Spark's roster, in my opinion. Like, maybe those players are like 10%, 5% better, but can the coaching staff recognize that? Can the coaching staff properly implement those players in that way? I don't know. No idea. All right, so let's get back. Let's kind of get back into what I'm actually watching here. So Fusion has Blizzard. How does Rascal set this up? I think they're trying to make this last fight because they're playing very slow. They're playing on point. They're playing a much more standard gameplay here. Ooh, big E from Bernard. Does Bernard read that, or is that just a reaction? Was that just a reaction, or did he read that? Oh, no, he reads that. He definitely sees Rascal going in the corner. That was really nice from Bernard. That was a really nice read. So he gets a Blizzard out. He forces Rascal's Ice Block out. And that allows Architect to get a Blizzard of his own. Wait, that was really good. That's actually just a hard carry from Bernard. Actually just bought them a fight win by himself. Because that's all Fusion had was the Blizzard. What's so great about Bernard's Blizzard eat there is that if he does not eat the Blizzard, he dies. Like that is a I eat the Blizzard or I die. Because you have to be so close to eat the Blizzard, you will get frozen if you fail to eat it. Nice wall. Really nice wall from Architect. Good raid. So going back to it, like, obviously I got hosted afterwards, but we were talking about the importance of TPing. We can go back a little bit and kind of remind the people that have just joined the stream. I was talking about the importance of TPing, and I would say a large reason why Fusion loses this map is quite literally because Carpe doesn't get out of spawn properly. Like, look, it's very minor, but Carpe gets stuck on the door here. Carpe gets stuck on the door here. See, kind of see how he floats there on the door while the rest of his team gets out. Look at the difference in the placement for his team. If Carpe was here next to Alarm, this fight's a lot different. But you'll see how these TPs play out. Hangzhou wins first fight, and it's a big reason why this win the map in general, simply off of this alone. You see how much quicker that TP is? Spark literally won off of a TP race. Literally won off a TP race. Simply because Carpe did not walk out of spawn properly. He got stuck. Overwatch is a game of inches sometimes. Very little things have massive impacts. Kind of crazy. Kind of nuts. What's up, Juice Pocket Assist? This has been going good. Yeah, it's very simple. It was like it's literally as like IDK's amp was maybe just a little more efficient and Carpe got stuck on the door. It's nuts. So Fusion just loves the rush, which I think is fine. Interesting. I think most teams would opt to TP to spawn here, but they're just gonna go main. Or not TP to spawn, TP to point. Spark is playing more of a dive variation where they're kind of reading what Fusion's playing and they're gonna switch accordingly. Okay. I don't hate either. I think you can make an Echo Pharah comp work here. What's going on here? Okay, so they switched the Ana and the Pharah. I think Pharah, like, over time, I thought for a really long time, I think even teams in like NA thought that Echo was the better counter to rush, but over time, I think as teams have played Pharah, I think Pharah still is just the more reliable counter to beat these rush comps. Like, I think Pharah just pumps in so much damage. Barrage is a really good win condition if you proc it properly, so it's a fine swap from Spark. I kind of watch this from Architect's POV. Yeah, the splash is just essential. And the fact that you can 2-rocket people if they're not paying attention is also a big deal. It's a lot easier to kill people on rotations as well. Spark is playing very patient. I like this. That was really close from Papa. Almost rocked him there. What's Gushui doing? Gushui doesn't really need to be doing anything here. I'm not sure what he's doing, but he does not need to be dying. Oh, Gushui, my man. Gushui does not need to be doing this. Like, Gushui would be doing more for his team just by AFKing and doing nothing. But I don't understand. Like, what is he slam engaging? Like, what? Who's gonna fall up on this damage if you slam engage here? He didn't even slam anyways. He just rolled. That's a major fuck up from Gushui. I don't know why he does that. When you're ball, you want to look for slam engages when the fight is like sloppy and your team can follow up, but that was neither of the scenarios for Spark there. They had no cooldowns out. The shield wasn't breaking. Nobody was in a position to follow. That's just a big fucking feat from Gushui. What's up, Kilo? What's up? How are you? How am I able to draw? I have an app called Epic Pen, and then I use window display capture or just window capture, and I just draw over top. The app's called Epic Pen. Epic Pen. Okay, so Architect switches up the angle this time. Makes it so Fusion kind of has to roll back to point unless they want to take rockets. So smart position from Architect. So now that Fusion has... I actually really like that. I kind of explain... So you saw how Architect took the last fight, right? Architect went to window and it was kind of spamming from this angle. But this doesn't really do anything, right? It doesn't really force Fusion to do anything. Because all you're doing is really getting damage here and maybe some damage here. It's not going to really do anything. But this time, Architect takes a wider angle here. He takes a wider angle here. And him going like this opens up the potential for splash damage so much more. So Architect can quite literally get spam damage anywhere that's in here. He can hit the people here, he can hit people here. Like, this is too risky for Fusion to set out here because there's no Diva, there's no way to deny these rockets really. So they're basically forced to back up to point, and then Architect will switch to the window spam. And he'll get a lot more value. So I really like that position from Architect and forcing Philly to do what he wants. Good stuff from Architect. He doesn't need to get any crazy rockets in, but just him being there and shooting rockets in is... See, look. Now that he has Fusion right where he wants him, naturally, Alarm wants to play farther back and not right on top of his Rhine, and he just catches a random rock and he dies. This is all Architect. Like a sheep herder, yeah. He's herding the sheep. He's herding them where he wants them. I like that he's not greedy with the barrage. He immediately sees a chance for a kill there, and he just solo barrages to Lucio. Mono gets rushed by MCD, but at this point, Fusion's had to commit so far and commit so much just for one kill that they're going to get cleaned up here. Architect's been great on the fair here so far. Fusion's committing, and I like the call. I like committing here because... Rush absolutely needs to get the point to 99 here, because if you're going to continue to play Rush, it's very hard to just win even one fight versus Sombra Pharah because of ult rotations. So committing here, I think is very smart. Force out the EMP from Spark, and they're getting a stall here on the point. Okay. So getting it to 80 is not great. You prefer to get a little longer, but just getting EMP out and then switching, nice. That's really good from Fusion. I like the call from Carpe to commit there. Making Spark use more ults to finish out that fight. Like, it is just so hard for a Rush to not take damage here from Architect as you rotate in. It's basically impossible to not get spammed. You're gonna take rockets. Good shields though from Hoppa. Like, this is very underrated, but shielding like this is crazy. It's as simple as putting a shield down so a rocket can't hit your backline like this. Like, that's just that. It's as simple as that. Now Mono doesn't have to worry about his backline really getting hit, so he feels safe to walk forward. It's really good. Good mind zone from Gushui in the choke. That forces Hoppa to react in Flux. Catches Architect. Dude, it's just like... Fusion on this retake, like how... I just don't see how Fusion's is meant to win this. Oh, so much damage. A Nano Echo could never kill that fast. Never. How does Bernard die? Sorry for going back so much. Nope, nope, nope. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. There's absolutely no reason Bernard should be bombing here. This is not a good spot to bomb. And he's bombing within range of a rush comp. I think this is a major fuck up from Bernard. I think there's absolutely no reason to be bombing here. I guess the idea is that he wants to bomb and roll it off the side here so it goes behind him and maybe it catches kills, but there's absolutely no reason for that. You're 6v4. You're playing the better comp, and you have all the advantages. Bernard's just basically offering himself up for Philly to kill him. Yeah, it's a big fuck from Bernard. Not a fan of that bomb. They get the res, but now that they've had the res Bernard, they can't res Gouchway. They can't res Architect. I don't want to say this all stems from Bernard, but quite simply, if Bernard didn't bomb there, stayed alive, they play a 6v4, if they push up, they probably win this fight. And as a D.Va player, I'll kind of speak on this. Like, you really have to think on the timings you want to use bomb. Like, there are some times where you like want to be like the carry, you want to be a hero and kind of look for bombs, but stay in your suit like a large majority of the time. When you have all your cooldowns, you have all your health, is probably the right play. Especially if it's not a good spot to bomb, and bombing on point here in the way he did was not good at all. So Bernard really cost his team a lot here. Carpe POV kind of sick. I'll go back and look at it. Sure. Oh, well, after he comes back from Zon. Clean shots. That was just also... Ooh, okay, that double dink was nasty. But that was just a fair mercy not accounting for Carpe coming back from spawn. That was kind of lazy from Architect and IDK. But the double dink on MCD was nasty. Holy. Ooh, okay. Okay, Carpe. That was nice. Some nice dinks from Carpe there. But Sominsu has the EMP. How does fuck it Sominsu set this up? Okay, he lets his tank touch first, kind of draw the aggro. Okay, good EMP. Where was MCD for that nade? I need to slow this down a little more because I want to catch these other essential cooldowns being used. So he late flanks. I like this from MCD. This is very creative. Smart play. Late flanks, waits for the EMP. Chucks a nade on people who can't be blocked. Nice nade. Can we end up pulling whether to do Spark New York or Chengdu Philly? Or are you set in the other game? I guess we can just do Chengdu Philly if that's what you guys want. I'm down to just do Chengdu Philly if Spark New York was a shit show. I'm down to do that if you guys want. Architect dies to Carpe, but I'm assuming IDK is gonna get the res here. He does, but MCD also dies. What's going on here? So Architect's going to finish off Carpe. He gets a kill there. Does Alarm fade into Architect here? Oh, that was... So Alarm fades into Architect. Architect lives with 1 HP. Kills both Alarm and Carpe. Mono shatters. What does he shatter? Nothing? Does he shatter nothing? Tough. Bernard just barely got around the corner. I don't really fault too much on Rhynes who whiff shatter since these Sombra Farah comps because there's not a lot of targets to hit. Like you kind of have to be risky with your shatter and hope you hit somebody. Yo, what's up, Shep? Thanks for the 2 months, dude.
I love the VOD reviews. Glad I could catch the stream.
Yeah, I'm glad you like them, dude. Thanks for 2 months, Shep. I do appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, you have to be risky with your shatter. So Architect finished off the carries. Well, not the carries, but Carpe and Alarm. Nice rocket on the Rascal. Architect has been very good so far. Very, very good for Spark on the Farah. Nice move from Architect, and that forces the C9. So Spark wins a map. Spark wins a map. I'm actually not a big fan of, like, as more teams play Rush on that map, the Gardens map, I'm not really a fan. I think, especially in APAC, with the amount of Sombra Farah you're seeing, I think it's going to be very hard for teams to continue to play Rush. So I'd like to see Philly maybe change that strat up on that map. They had someone sue bench, someone sue lose the game. Does he get benched after this?
Ready for battle.
They do. They go Godspeed, but I think that makes sense given the map, right? Like, this map's very good for your McCree and your Ashe and potentially Widow, but I'm not really a fan of the Widow. Godspeed playing the hit scan, the hard hit scan, though, makes sense. See, now, this is kind of what I'm talking about in terms of the 12-man rosters. Like, so Gushui, everybody knows Gushui, right? Gushui is known for his Winston, right? So what's, like, the coaching staff, like, how does the coaching staff come up with this decision to play Takoyaki on the Winston map? Is Takoyaki a better Winston? If like the logic that Spark goes through is that Takoyaki is a better Winston and Gushui is better at everything else, this team is fucked. If Gushui is your best Rhine Orisa ball option, Spark is in trouble because Gushui is not that great at the other heroes. Spark is in trouble if that's your main tank scenario. Spark is in trouble if this is the scenario with their main tank position. The DPS swaps make sense, but for me this doesn't make sense given the history of Gushui. You hit sub goal. I hit sub 700 earlier before Meyer.
Hello there. How y'all doing?
We've already hit the 700.
Hey.
Spark GM said the facility had internet problems. Yeah, from the match before, right? Or is it this match?
Hey.
One. Attackers incoming.
I mean, tough.
How y'all doing?
There's not much I can say about that. It obviously sucks having ping problems, but I think I read that thread correctly. Even the Spark guy said like you can't really blame ping. For all Korean comms, right? You would think Gushui, like, I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, but you would think Gushui knows a little bit of Korean at this point, right? Like, I don't think they played Gushui if they couldn't have good communication. Alright, I'm not saying Takoyaki's bad. Maybe Takoyaki's a better option, but for me, it's like if Gushui has to play Ryan for this team, I'm not really sold on Gushui Ryan. Interesting from Spark that the fact that they're already entirely backed up in a server. Has Fusion done anything to take the space? Like, has Fusion really done anything? The fact that only a minute has gone off the clock and all of Spark's backline is stuck in the server. They have no angles. And now Takoyaki's getting poked from a multitude of angles. Carpe has all the space in the world. So Takoyaki jumps on a Carpe. Nice shot from Godspeed, but the point? The point? Anybody thinking about touching the point? Like, can I explain, like, do you think Mono's an upgrade from Sato? That remains to be seen for me, but I think Mono has been better than, has been pretty good with this team so far. So I'm gonna explain why this positioning from the backline is so poor. If the backline was positioned here and the cart was down here, it wouldn't be a problem because you could stop the cart here. But if they're not able to stop the cart here, and the fact they roll through, so now the backline's gonna be forced to make some sort of move to play for the objective. So they either need to like flank through here, hit the backline, or literally just run on a cart. They're gonna have to do something. But I would much rather the backline be positioned on maybe these back high grounds or down here, or even by forklift, anywhere where they can actually help contest the cart. But now Spark's positioning is really poor based on where the cart is. They're just banking Architect doesn't die here, or yeah, Architect doesn't die here. So they go in Takoyaki, Nano Monkey, just on a Hoppa. You can't really go any. Not an insane Nano Monkey, not a ton of value. Just buy space. So Fusion Ops to rotate underneath now. See, Fuck, man. I have been continually impressed with Fusion's ability to read the game and the game state and change the way they push based on certain factors in the game. Normally, you would never send your team down here through mini. Even your widows, that you would almost never have this happen in any other scenario. But now to the carts here, and they read that Spark can't do anything about point pressure. They rotate through bottom mini, and now they're gonna hard pressure this point here. This is so smart from Fusion. So smart. Although I would like Carpe to get a different angle. I don't know if Carpe playing down here is exactly the best option. Ooh. Mono. What is Mono doing here? Is that the coach gun bug where you can coach gun through bubble? Does he get coach gun through bubble? Yeah, that's just the coach gun bug. Where you can coach gun through bubble. So that sucks. But still, I would much prefer Hoppa to use his full HP and his nano to continue walking at the backline here. Because if Mono had continued to hold W 1v4 here, he takes 4 people's attention. And now, like Architect and Takoyaki have like no help, right? But he opts to back up and play for Cart, which I don't think is the best use of Nano and the best use of Primal. So I'm not a huge fan of how Mono plays this fight here. Like now he's just nano zapping a Tracer. Like that's not value at all. They do finish up and get Architect. He gets Coach Gun back again. Nice stick from Rascal there onto the Zarya. And now Fusion just has ult advantage and they're trading out ults. And it is so sloppy though. It's so back and forth. Wow, Fusion used a lot there. Alarm getting stuck there, so I think Architect actually hard carried there. With that stick on to Alarm. Fusion just couldn't sustain the fight at all. Where's Carpe? So Carpe gets back. Oh, just slaps. Okay. Nice leap from Alarm.
No.
And again, I actually don't like playing Widow here. I think you should either play McCree or Ashe. I think Widow is way too individual skill reliant. Like there's like a chance Carpe hard carries and kills everything and they just win, or there's a chance he doesn't hit a headshot and they lose because he's just playing Widow and he can't get value. I think it's like way too much of a coin flip to play Widow nowadays. Especially with how strong Ashe is still. Oh, IDK. That was so risky. IDK is like legit 1 HP. I do like the angle he's taking on here now. Okay, so Carpe's taking an angle down here. Fusion has opted to take control of the server. And so now the positions have kind of flipped where Spark's kind of stuck on a cart here. Toby's rallying. How has MC died? Oh, was that a nade from Alarm? Was that a nade from Alarm? Oh, replay viewers killing me right now, man. Okay, so IDK gets healed. He's full HP. MCD gets naded and killed by Winston. And the nade also hits the nanoed Brig and IDK. And IDK is likely going to die off that as well. No, he does not. But at this point, MCD's dead. Gods be dead. They don't really have any pressure. And it's just a rally. That was, dude, that was all Alarm. That was all Alarm with the nade. Insane carry from Alarm there. Hitting the nade on the backline with the dive.
60 seconds remaining.
Alarm carry. Confirmed. Oh, the nade didn't hit MCD? Did it not? How does MCD die then? Yes, I did. Right? Am I crazy? Am I seeing this wrong?
Take your medicine.
Oh no, it didn't. Okay, fair enough. He just had to use nade early, but why was he positioned down here anyways? So I overpriced alarm. That's not why MCD died, but why was MCD positioned here in the first place? That's the real question. Why was he down here? So MCD and IDK start here. I just don't understand this reasoning. Why has MCD made the decision to not back up here and back up to the mini? Now IDK can't get healed and can't do anything, and MCD's in a bad spot. So now MCD has to. Yo, they traded places. What is this? What's this fucking boogaloo? What's this fucking musical chairs of positioning from the supports here? What's going on here? Wow, MCD and IDK, absolutely negative synergy going on there. Zero synergy going on with the support line there. Yikes. Yoinks. The reverse synergy. Yeah, Spark has not been impressive so far in the matches they've played. I think their backline. I'm not huge on IDK playing non-Lucio heroes either. I don't want to say one trick, but I'm inclined to believe that IDK is kind of a Lucio one trick. MCD had flashes on the Zen, but I'm not sure about a Xana either.
I need healing.
Let's watch him MCD Ana. So Mono pops Primo early. Oh, Mono just mauled Godsby. Absolutely just mauled him. Oh my god, there was no chance of healing. Mono just destroyed him, just dumped on him. Jesus. Oh, Mono's carrying here. My god. Solo kills the Ashe, knocks the Ana into the pulse bomb. Oh, Spark only gets one fight on second point, and Fusion only had to use Primal and Rally? Oh, hell no. Dude, if you do not get at least 2 fights on second point Gibraltar and you get rolled through, you're in trouble. Gibraltar second point dive, it's so hard to take. The fact that Fusion was able to get the cart to like here before a fight even happened and they just get rolled, that's an issue. They use grab too. Well, they use grab at the end, but I mean, still, the fact that they got rolled that hard is not good. I'm not even sure what a pinpoint what the problem is. I think a big problem with Spark right now is the backline, though. They've been very split. MCD missed the sleep on the Primal, which ended up getting him killed. Takoyaki's Primal didn't get nearly enough value compared to Mono's. So how does... So a big issue with Spark's comp right now, or at least like when you're looking at it's almost a mirror comp, but there's a big difference in the hit scans, right? So Spark has the much more consistent kind of medium range hit scan in Ashe, whereas Fusion has the long range one-shot potential. So Godsby feels a lot less inclined that he can't really play high grounds here. It's a lot harder for him to position correctly. So Godsby needs to find ways to get value without being in Widow LOS, basically. So they need to take fights away from where Carpe can see, basically. And if they do that, they'll get a lot more value, because Ashe can actually work in close range battles, especially with the dynamite. So Carpe's playing.
No one can hide.
So I think Spark kind of recognizes that. So they're gonna try and push underneath. This Bob doesn't really do anything. Oh, Carpe. Oh boy, that's a nasty shot. Not much you can do there as the Ana. So they go with the Nano Monkey into that corner there. Oh, ooh, mama. That's a big grab. Ooh, was Primal needed there though? So I like this engage. I like the spot where they go. Get a lot of damage on the Toby. Force them all together. They clumped up. It's just a big grab from Bernard. What's this Primal? I don't understand this Primal. Not even a little bit. I don't understand the thought process here on the Primal. 350 HP. You're getting a pack. They're almost all dead. All you gotta do is melee them. I think it's an absolute waste of a Primal from Takoyaki. And not only is it a waste of a Primal, he does nothing with the Primal anyways. He kills Carpe, but he dies for it. And Hoppa got the Nano. So he's built up another guard very quickly. He's already 85 on another. So what's the setup here? So again, so Monkey and Tracer are here. Mono's trying to trade him out and push him out with his up EI. I don't understand Fusion's gameplay. Is Fusion's gameplay just to play inside of Widow line of sight? If they want to do that, they need to force out this Monkey and this Tracer. What are they doing? Okay, so now they have Rascal and Mono to force out the Monkey. Potentially. Potentially. Takoyaki has not dropped below half HP yet. And here's where I have issues with the Widow, right? Widow can absolutely be a hard carry pick and do you a lot of good, but I mean, Carpe's playing fucking Operator Simulator here, holding an angle. It's 5v6 right at the moment. Carpe hasn't taken a shot in like 15 seconds. Okay, so even though Carpe's done nothing, he's actually getting value, but the fact that he's pulled Takoyaki all the way to old spawn. How does Bernard die? Bernard gets okay, good grab. That's just a big grab from Hoppa there. They nettoed Bernard and he still dies. Carpe dies, but that's fine. He pulled the Monkey away from the fight. Another nano onto Hoppa here after he grabs. Hoppa's just going to fucking town here with nanos. I don't know, man. Like, I genuinely, I don't think Fusion is doing anything crazy here. Like, obviously Fusion's doing like smart, methodical ways of picking through the map, but I don't think Spark has had like any plays. Like, I don't think Spark's doing anything. I feel like Spark is so reactive. I think like I've never seen a proactive play between Takoyaki and Architect to dive into a backline. Not once. Not a single Monkey Tracer dive. The backline of Spark has been very incohesive. Bernard just never seems to have energy, and the backline isn't synced with him either. I think Godsby's doing fine. He's doing his job as Ashe, but it feels like everything is just so disjointed. I feel like they're not doing anything together. They're not being aggressive. I feel like they're just trying to read what Fusion does and try and react, but if you're playing reactionary Overwatch the entire time, you're not going to win games. You have to be able to set your own plays. So I really want to see Architect and Takoyaki on this attack. Set up some dives, for the love of God. You're playing dive heroes, set up some dives, get some kills, have some impact on the map. Okay, so very standard Gibraltar. Takoyaki goes up to farm energy and nano. It's fine. Rascal's still in the cart by himself. How the fuck does Rascal die there? Does he literally just die to a Winston zap? What's Rascal doing here? Rascal getting... I don't know. I'm not sure what Rascal's doing there. Greed recalling there on top of a cart, but... Okay, so Rascal dies. But even so, Fusion's still holding the map. Whoa. No bubble. No bubble. Oh, bro, what is this jump? Like, I guess I get he's trying to, like, get a pocket and hold space here, but this jump makes no sense. This jump accomplishes nothing. You're not holding any map. You're not setting up any dives with this jump. What is this supposed to accomplish? Maybe he jumps here, walks up the stairs, and goes behind? That doesn't make sense either. He dies there as well. This jump makes no sense. This jump makes no sense. I just gave away all the momentum Spark had. All of it. Coach gunned, but jumping here in the first place was stupid. Like, he shouldn't be jumping here. Nice shots on the Godsby. Dude, these nano monkeys have done these. Oh, Spark is so shit, man. Spark is so bad. What is this nano monkey? What is this accomplishing? What are you nano monkeying to take space? You don't have any info. You don't know what the back. Who's feeding the info to these people? Like, who's feeding the info for the monkey to say, "Hey, go jump the backline with nano"? Is someone saying, "Hey, the backline's not up there"? No, they have no eyes. There's nobody scouting. The backline's over here, numbnuts. Ah. Complete waste of a nano. And while Mono actually gets onto the backline, that's good flail from IDK, but it doesn't matter because Mono's still able to get value here. The difference between nanos is that, yes, Philly's nano doesn't get anything either, but Spark actually had to react and make the play. Meanwhile, Takoyaki's nano monkey, they didn't have to do anything. It required no cooldown usage, nothing. They gained nothing from the nano trade here, from the attack. Rascal with a stick attempt. Okay, this time, Takoyaki actually jumps the backline. Both tanks primal. What a weird sequence of events here. What an absolute weird sequence of events. Both nanos and both primals did absolutely nothing. Okay, so Spark has used 2 ults and traded 2 ults with Philly just to get blue box. Now, the difference in these defenses here is that Fusion is holding server, and I like holding server. But the difference is that Fusion's actually held this cart in a manageable spot, whereas Spark let the cart go all the way through. I mean, it's been 2.5 minutes on attack, and Spark has not made it past blue box. This is as far as they've gotten in 2.5 minutes, and using 2 ults. Like, how long are they gonna AD spam? Like, I'm sorry. Listen. Teams that play dive. You cannot play the game waiting a minute and a half for Nano every fight. You just can't. It's not feasible. You have to be able to play the game outside of Nano Monkey. Yes, Nano Monkey's great. Yes, you want Nano Monkey as frequently as possible, but you can't AFK for a minute at a time building Nano Monkey. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's just not how you play the game. It's 2021. That's just not how you play the game. You need to be able to do something that doesn't require a Nano Monkey. And not only it's like not only is it a Nano Monkey, but it's a Nano Monkey with really no support. They do pick off mono, which is great. They grab on a Hoppa. So they do make plays after the Nano Monkey, but it takes them almost 3 minutes to finally do something. You're never going to be able to beat top teams doing that. And you're never going to sit quick paces doing that. And it looks like Spark is just going to roll through and cap this because Fusion's down 3 and they really have no chance of touching the point. Fusion commits, alarm dies. I'm not a big fan of the Chosen Nano there, but at least Fusion has like some balls, right? Fusion makes some plays. Like they were 3v6 and they're still finding a way to nano and try and win a fight. Like I'm just a big fan of teams that are willing to take those risks and make some plays instead of these teams that play it so incredibly safe. Like we do nothing until we Nano Monkey. Like that. If you play the game like that, if you take no risks, you're not gonna win games. While we do weekly power rankings, yeah, I'll do power rankings here sometime soon, probably tomorrow. I'm not gonna go back to earlier, but if you remember how Fusion held this, did you just see how easy it was for Fusion to walk out of spawn? If you remember Spark trying to walk out of spawn here and how hard it was, look at the difference in the ability to just walk out of high ground. Where's Takoyaki? What's Takoyaki doing? Like, there's no way you're telling me a Winston with 95 on Primal does not drop onto a 4-man backline unit. Like, what is this man doing? Hello? Earth to Takoyaki. You don't even have to jump and you can get on the backline. What? Drop on him. Where's the aggression? Why is it so easy for this team to take space? Why is it so easy for Philly to just walk up with no pressure? Yo, Ragnar, thanks for the Twitch Prime, dude. Thank you. Yeah, Takoyaki's just vibing up here, not playing the game. Look at this! This backline took 0 points of damage walking to ship. Not 1 point of damage. They're rallying? What is this? Wait. Oh, no, that's Fusion's rally. Sorry. Apologies. I thought that was IDK. I was like, what the fuck? Okay, so Toby rallies to go high ground. They counter rally. Okay, but here's my issue. Here's my issue with this entire sequence from Spark, right? Here's my issue. Spark has all of the map. They have the entire map. All of it. They have the whole point, and they have allowed Fusion to take all of this and all of this. How is it that the only map Spark controls is top ship? They allow Fusion to walk from here all the way through ship, rally, come here, grab, and get kills. How is it that the retaking team is the first one to make an aggressive move here in this scenario? Absolutely blows my mind that Spark is this scared to make a play. That they're this passive. Just watch it again. Watch this. Watch it. Look at this. Pause. Let me go back. Look at this. Look. Ooh, whoa, whoa. Look at. Ooh. You tell me you don't fight here? Are you telling me Takoyaki doesn't jump on the backline here? I'm failing to see why you don't engage here. I'm failing to see why there's not an engage here. I can't. I'm moving past this. Spark sucks. This is terrible. This is passive pussy gameplay. Fusion has to retake the whole map, and they're the first one to use ult, and the first one to take map, and the first ones to make plays. Wow, would you look at that? Look who has the map now. Look who has the map now, man. Crazy, right? Evan reviews, but never NA. Well, on Knob, I get to watch NA live, and I don't get to watch APAC live. It's less fun to watch games that you've already seen. Spark just refuses to make plays. They refuse to be aggressive. Oh yeah, Nameless. I'm definitely at the point of MALDING. I'm definitely at the point of MALDING. Wow, would you know? Spark's aggressive with a Nano Monkey. Crazy, wow. Nano Monkey, we do something. Oh, doesn't matter though, because that's all you have is a Nano Monkey. That's the only play in the playbook that Spark has. Okay, no Nano Monkey? Okay, we AFK now. Okay, we AFK now. We do nothing. No plays being made. Oh, see? Yep, right back. Holy shit, man. No Nano Monkey? Okay. No Nano Monkey? No play. We no play the game. Here we go. Walk up. Grab. Pause champ. Okay, nice grab. They did something. That's not Nano Monkey for the first time all game. But Rascal. Oh, Rascal. That is such a big stick. Oh, Rascal got stuck in the grab there. That's unlucky. Nice stick, though. So Philly's dude, Philly somehow has traded this 3v3. Ooh, that's a really good bop from Godsby, though. I feel like Spark, when they're actually, like, not stuck in these very passive, only Nano Monkey ways, and they actually make plays, they trade very well, and they can actually, like, brawl and win fights. To more coaching or players, it's hard to say. It's very hard to play. Some players are just more passive than the others. So maybe it's Takoyaki the way he plays, or maybe I'm not sure. It's probably both though. The general answer is usually both. It's just like I feel like when Spark's not just being super passive, they can win this. Like they're not worse off mechanically skilled in my opinion. So what's the player? Well, I'm gonna assume Nano Monkey, but at least it makes sense here to go Nano Monkey. When they're going Nano Monkey, it usually makes sense to go Nano Monkey. It's just like that's the only playbook they have. They're slow pushing the card up. It's like it feels like they just want Fusion to be the one that makes the first move. I'm waiting for a fight. Watch Rascal POV. He just gets pumped. What am I looking at here? He just got pumped by Architect. What happened? He got pumped. I'm more interested in what happens over here. Okay, so Takoyaki goes in, which is good. I like this. Takoyaki's drawing a bunch of aggro here, but where's the rest of his team? Like, where's IDK? Why is IDK swinging at air here? Like, Takoyaki's going in 1v5 here? Bernard, zero energy? Yeah, 0 energy. No nano onto the monkey? Dude, Spark has nano, rally, primal, pulse bomb, almost bob. I don't know what to say. Like, Spark just will not win games if they play like this. Press a fucking fine. Go with your Nano Monkey. Your one play, Nano Monkey there. Have your Brig and Zarya come here on the side and rally push in. Do something, anything, and make any sort of play here with your ults. Oh, don't worry though. They've waited until their monkeys already died to look for this play. Okay, they're finally trading ults. But again, these plays, these ults are being used in reaction to Fusion making plays. They're not doing this proactively. None of these plays are proactive. And it's like, great. Spark finally won, right? But how long did this take them to win this one fight in this one area? They have 2:16 on the clock. It took them a minute and a half to take and win this fight. One fight on one part of the map, and it's like that on every part of the map. It takes them 2 to 3 minutes to win to take and win a single fight. And it's good being smart and like and having your plans be thought out, but you have a clock to play against, man. Like there's a timer. You only have so much time to play this game. Yeah, I'm sure. Dude, honestly, I'm sure if you go into the statistics and look at the fight win rate of Spark, their fight win rate is probably not bad. They just don't take enough fights. Period. They just don't. They don't take enough engagements.
Bob, do something. Bob, do something.
Oh, okay. Carpe actually gets a bob on a point. Nice. That buys some time. Really nice nade for MCD though. Rascal's desperately trying to stay on the point. Wait, does he get primaled off? Wait, no. Nope. I don't believe it. What happens here?
Bob, do something. Bob, do something.
Bob touches point. MCD hits a big nade on Toby. He immediately dies. Hop immediately dies. So, okay, so Rascal sticks IDK. That's a big stick. Carpe. How does Carpe kill Architect in this scenario? This is so smart from Carpe, by the way. Bob dies. He immediately is on Curry. Roll. I mean, this is just a big play from Philly DPS. But the fact that Spark's not able to close this out here. Really good job from Mono staying on point, though. I don't know about so much Spark messing up, more so I think Fusion's DPS made a really nice play here. Getting 2 picks, the pulse and the flash headshot.
10 seconds remaining.
I need to wrap this up, by the way. I think I've only been to 2 maps. It's almost been 2 hours. No. No. There is 15 seconds on the clock. 15. And I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 players. They're all alive. What?
10 seconds remaining.
Analysis suggests we're running out of time. Attack!
Oh, goody! You killed Mono!
Victory.
Might because of the ping. That is, dude, that is absolutely not an excuse for what I just saw. Ping is not an excuse for what I just saw. They had 15 seconds to touch a payload. That is dude. You were taking a big ol' of hopium and copium right there, dude. Because there's no way you can blame a 15-second mishap on ping there. No way. No fucking way you can blame that on ping. Yeah, that's definitely copium, dude. That is for sure copium. There's no way that's a ping issue. Ping issue is like getting flashbanged when you're like off his screen or shit like that.
Incoming in 30 seconds.
Yo, Juice Willis, thanks for the tier 1, dude. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Double shield. Personally, I feel like this is just a rush map. Mainly because I think Sim is too good on this map. I think the Sim TP, I think circumvents all the counters that you could throw at these rush comps. I think this is just a rush map. Like, I think teams should just be playing rush here. Yo, Lucello828, thanks for the Twitch Prime, dude. Thank you, thank you. Thanks for the Prime, dude. Like, I think Sim just negates any sort of advantage that, like a double shield, like, spam comp would have here. Okay, they just TP on the point. At this point, right here, at this very moment, all 6 members of Fusion have gotten on the point. All 3 turrets are up, and Fusion has used 0 cooldowns. It will be a fucking miracle if Spark can find a way to get kills here. Who's contesting, though? That's good from Takayaki to contest, but this isn't enough. Okay, they've had to use lamp. That's good. But now it's 2 ticks. They have to go on a point. Architect's out of the fight, basically. Takayaki's dead. It's over. It's over. If you are playing a counter comp to rush here, and you let the rush comp touch point without using without a single cooldown, you 9 times out of 10 are probably gonna lose. And the worst part is, let me go back. The worst part is, you can fucking scout that there's a sim, and 50, like more than 50% of the time, all a sim comp is gonna do is TP on a point. You can position your players accordingly. Yo, 413 Esports, thanks for the raid, dude. Thank you, thank you. Listen, you can scout the sim. You know that the rush is coming, so if you know the rush is coming and they're gonna TP on the point. Let's take Godsby for an example here. Instead of the man playing here, let's watch what he does here. Oh, great fucking dynamite, Godsby. I'm so glad you took that angle. Whereas, hey, imagine if you were here throwing the dynamite. Oh, crazy idea, right? That's crazy. That just might be too radical of an idea here for Spark. I don't know if Spark is able to handle these concepts that I'm throwing at him. I don't know if they're capable. Imagine where's Architect at? What's my man's doing here? What's my man's doing here? Wow. Do you guys see him sticky the shield there? Woo! Crazy, man. Ooh. Those stickies on the shield. Ooh, that's got me hot. That's got me hot. This is too good. Look at this, man. This is trash. This is trash. These guys could be playing on 0 ping and they'd be losing. Now, Architect. Let's see. Let's look at all the angles they're taking here. So Architect, Takoyaki, Bernard, all shooting from this angle. Please, Godspeed. Please, please, please. These two, please, please, please. What the f... Why? Why are they here, man? Where are the angles? Where are the... Where are the angles, man? Where? What? Oh, why is the entire team shooting through one choke point? Make it stop. Oh, why is Arc? Why is the? Oh. Dude, imagine, like, just bear with me a moment. Imagine an Ashe starting here, throwing a dynamite. Imagine an Echo also playing on this side, coming from behind, shooting stickies in the back. Imagine a Sigma here, shooting angles from here. Oh, you could have 4 angles at once here, but they only have 1. They only have 1 angle. Architect finally. It's taken 20 seconds, but Architect has finally found a way to not shoot from the same angle. Oh, yes. Look. Oh, this is so good. He forces lamp. Oh, yes. It takes him 20 seconds. Oh, but look. 2 kit. I'm sorry. It just... Now Takoyaki's forced to suicide on point. Architect's in a spot where he can't get healed because the healers aren't positioned correctly.
Point. Objective B.
Listen, I'm gonna make a blanket statement here. I have reviewed a lot of OWL games already. OWL teams, OWL management. I can coach your team better. I can coach your team better. Period. What I just saw here, this won't happen. No shot. No shot. Because if this is continually allowed in scrims, your coaches are failing. If this is the strat, the Spark are rolling out, and they are playing against the most common comp in the game on here, and this is how they play, this is a coaching failure. This is a major coaching failure because Spark literally did nothing. It's very simple. I can coach your team better. Period. I don't care. Like, say what you want. I can definitely coach your team better in here. There's no way that okay. Let's look at the coaching staff here. Hangzhou, Spark. Supervisor, team manager, head coach, assistant, analyst. You're telling me you have 5 coaches, and you can't get your team to play double shield counters in a rush? Replace me for all 5. Guaranteed better results. Guaranteed better results. I promise you. I'm sorry. I promise you. I promise you better results. I'll get you better results. Spark, bang my line. I'll take everything that you're paying him. I'll take everything that you're paying these guys here. I'll do it for the same. I'll do all the work. I'll do all of it. What I just showed here on this review, I won't let that happen. Oh, but mind you, if I do head coach your team, I'm probably gonna cut half your roster. So take with that what you will. Okay, how did they position this time around? How do they position this time around? Do they take angles? Do they read where the TP's going? So at least for me, Architect's somewhat off angling here, but how I'm seeing it is... Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, let's before I blame them here, let's look at the spawns. Were they able to get out in time? Yes, they most certainly were. Who would you cut from the team? Who I cut is irrelevant. I would get rid of a 12-man roster. So here's an issue here, right? So like, how long has Architect been back? How long has Architect been back? Fly! Fly out of spawn. Dude, when you're playing against Rush, you need info as fast as possible. You need to know where they're going and why. You need info as soon as possible. This seems... Why is he not flying out of spawn? He needs to be out of spawn as soon as possible, and he needs to know, hey, where the fuck is Fusion going? Where are they going? What's happening? I need information on my team. I'm the fastest hero. I have the most mobility. What? Please, closer. Get closer. There's no reason to be scared. You can get an orb, and the only players that can touch you is a diva. Architect, you don't need to be scared. There is nothing to be scared about. There's no info. The only info that you've gotten is just now, hey, I see people main. That's it. So now you know they're going main, but imagine if you had someone here seeing it earlier. Imagine if you could pre-position off the fact that you see them going main. And now, there's no info, no positioning. Like, why? Why is a double... Why is a double shield comp standing their ground versus a rush comp who has already gotten right on top of you? Why are they standing their ground? Why are they not rotating the map? Why are they standing here? You're not going to win a brawl 5v5 up here? No shot. They stand their ground and then they drop? What? This position is... Look at this. Look how they played this. Look at this from Takoyaki's POV. They see where the TP is. He pulls, he sits there, and then he... Oh, what is this? And Bernard gets baited to sit there, and he just gets popped. Oh, it's horrible. Oh, Jesus. Oh, look at Bernard. Oh, look at my man's Bernard. Look at this. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. This is rich, man. Holy fuck. Look at this dude. This dude, Takoyaki is giving his team the biggest middle finger I've ever seen in my life. Holy shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck me, man. Okay. MCD's behind them. Can you make it?
Score 0-2. Switching sides. Initiate. Initiating.
Where should they rotate in that situation? Sure, I'll walk you through it. So you're playing... Let's go even further back. So you're playing double shield, Ash Echo. The whole objective of your comp is to play split angles and make Fusion want to run at you. And when they run at you, they run out of steam, and then you surround them with the angles, right? So if you had Takoyaki say... So listen, given the scenario, say you had Takoyaki who stayed up here, right? You have Takoyaki maybe anchoring here with the shield, playing here. Your Zen and Sigma, I don't know what the fuck these guys are doing. These guys should be getting out of dodge as soon as possible. They should immediately be dropping onto the high ground here. IDK can kind of stay and help play with Takoyaki. Architect, I mean, when they rotate high ground, Architect should be right here, right above them here, shooting stickies and playing safe. And then the other side of the map, where's Godsby? Oh well.
Fire in the hole.
Okay. Spark. They have speed that makes them fast and TP that allows them to teleport across the map, right? So they can really get anywhere they want. If a fucking sim comp can see you, they can probably get on you. So what Godsby's doing here, not good. I'm not sure why my man's here is playing on the low ground.
Objective lost.
Coach, out of spawn. Dude,
Hey.
I am absolutely appalled at the lack of urgency being displayed here by the fucking DPS here. Why are you not You need to be getting in position as fast as possible. Literally every half a second, every quarter of a second here matters. Oh, what? Just a leisurely stroll to the high ground here. Oh, let me take a couple. My man Godsby needs to be getting high ground off angle stat as soon as possible. Where's... It's just like... If I had to give a grade for every player who played their positioning versus what Philly was playing, here's how I'd go. F, 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 F. Actually, no. I think the only one who doesn't deserve an F is Bernard. F, 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 D minus, F, F. Good job, Bernard. D minus. Congratulations. Congrats. Off tank bias? Here's why I say that, Kabooms. I'm taking it back to first point here. Why I say this is because Bernard is the only one who attempted to take an off angle the entire time at the very beginning of the fight. Look at my man's. He's attempting to get a different angle of approach. That's the only reason I didn't give him an F. That's the only reason. He's the only one who attempted to get an angle. Congratulations, Bernard. Well done. Well done.
0-2. Switching sides. Ready for battle.
Hunter, were you here when I mauled at the fact that 5 of them were shooting up main? I nearly lost my fucking mind. Right. I mean, yes, it's for an off angle, you need... Right, but for this off angle, the only... Let me go back. Okay, I need to explain it again. I need to explain it again. Let's go back. Let's go back to the very beginning here. We're running it back. Here's the issue. Let's count here. Let's see. Who's all shooting main when this happens? So let me explain why this is an issue. Fusion's playing Sim TP to rush to point. Everybody and their mom has played against this comp at this point. Look at the angles. This is the current angles being taken from everybody on their team. I don't see Architect. Architect's definitely on this side as well, though. If Fusion TP's the point here, and 6 people are shooting up main into a Rhine shield, you will not win. You will not win. How is it that it is 2021? Sim TP to Rush has been popular for months, if not years, on this point, and people are still surprised at the fact that TP to point happens. Look at this. These motherfuckers got the point with Mono. Mono still has shield. Rascal hasn't used wall. Hoppa barely uses Matrix. Alarm hasn't lamped. Toby hasn't amped. They've used nothing. Literally, the moment this happens, Spark is already lost. They have already lost.
2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Executing flight maneuvers. Time to read my APAC.
Okay, so Spark's gonna farm Nano here. TP strat is OP? I don't know if I agree. I think it's very, very strong, but I think if you actually like process the fact that they're probably gonna make a TP strat and you think about it and you proactively plan around a TP strat, you can counter it. There was no attempt there from Spark at all. So Takoyaki goes up, farms energy and Nano. No, I don't think I'll bubble. I don't want to live anyways. Takoyaki is a suicidal maniac, yearning for death, clearly.
Defense matrix activated.
All right, let's see take number 2. Okay, how does Architect? Okay, we get a pick from Architect. Does he take an angle? How's he get Carpe here? Here we go. Okay, Fusion, I guess, trolled. Architect definitely did not take an angle. He most certainly did not take an angle. Does Mono just drop his shield? What's going on here? Okay. I'm gonna chalk that one up to luck. But all right, Fusion is down. Bro, your beam, you can tether your beam to the Echo without flying into their whole team. You know that, right, IDK? You know that, right? He shift and spaces. I mean, look at Alarm. Alarm's like, what the fuck is this dumbass doing? Oh, it's terrible. I can't watch anymore. Oh. Oh my god. Oh, it's terrible. chat anymore, man. I can't watch. Bro. Oh, God. Oh, my God. There's no hope. Ah. Spark fans, I'm sorry. I'd find a new team. I'm sorry. I'd find a new team to cheer for. No, it was not Toby Boop. It was Hotba flying into him, I believe. Right? It doesn't matter because he shouldn't be sitting like this anyways. This is brain dead. This doesn't accomplish anything. Like just think about it. So like from top, did he die already? Oh, he died already. Hold on, let me go back a little farther. What does this jump do? Like if you can like explain to me what this jump do, maybe I'll consider the argument that like getting boop is why he dies. But he dies because he makes a dumb like what is it? This jump accomplishes nothing. He's not holding space. He's not taking poke. What's the goal of this jump? When you make this jump, what's the goal? What is Takoyaki's master plan here? What's the master plan here? Bro, you are 85 on Nano. The entire series, these guys have been AFKing and Nano monkeying, and now this guy's decided to deviate from the plan and jump air? Alright, well, it's been a minute and a half now, and they finally have Nano. They can finally play the game. Excellent, let's go. Let's see how this Nano monkey pans out. Okay. 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 So I've been bagging on him, but here's like an actual, okay, no Nano monkey, but this is actually a coordinated dive. That kind of makes sense. They actually did something together. Granted, it's not a Nano monkey, but they run in and they dive, they copy, and they actually do something together. This is like the first coordinated, aggressive dive I think I've seen from them the entire series. Playing dive. Takoyaki draws the aggro, Architect copies. Does Hoppa have fly? Oh, Hoppa doesn't have fly. Does he try and boop the... Hoppa probably could have been positioned better here, but I've been bagging on Spark, but I actually like that play. I think that play actually makes sense, so... Credit where credit's due. Big shatter from Architect, too. Credit where credit is due. They actually did something aggressive for the first time. Hopium, yeah. Take a hit of hopium. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I'd take a hit of hopium yet, but the going is about to get a lot rougher because it is way harder to play Winston dive here than it is on first point. Because you need to find a way where Zarya can, like, all your characters can get value. Echo, it's very hard for Echo to even approach and get value inside. You'll just see. You'll just see. It's very hard for this dive here to operate. Because the ceiling is so low. Echo has very few angles of approach. I mean, if you're playing Winston, Zarya, Nano dive with your DPS here, and you have the 6-man approach high ground, you're probably not gonna have a good time. Wait, what's going on here? there... Well, there's nobody here. How... What's the plan here? Alright, Baja, have a good night. What's the... So, I guess the idea is Monkey goes in solo, buys space with his primal, while everybody else walks up. But you want angles, first of all, and you want to be able... Like, let me go back. You want to be able to do damage. Your Ashe should either, whatever, be main, coaching, I don't know, anywhere. Anywhere that's, like, able to get an angle. Either come in here and pop in a dynamite, I don't know, forcing out hop, anything. But the fact that the Monkey... You need to be able to sync up the Monkey's engage and your damage at the same time. But they're doing nothing with the Monkey engage. Depends on what you're talking about. Nared. Nared. Now. I think that's how you say name. It depends. If you're going for, like, just mechanics, probably 8 to 10 hours. But if you're talking about, like, understanding the game as a team, probably meaningful practice. Okay, so they pop Valk and Primal, which allows them to take space, but all Philly is going to do is retake that space. Oh, big... I need to go back in a closer range here. See, the problem is, on 2CP, if you have to use 2 ults just to get to the point, or near the point, you're probably not going to win. Because now, the rush, all they do is run in, big nade, but it doesn't matter because there's lamp and beat. Spark used Bob, Primal, Grav, Valk, 4 ults, and the farthest they got was top high ground. 4 ults. If you have to use 4 ults just to get a chance at clearing and getting kills, you're not going to win 2CP. And at this point, it's going to take Spark forever to regain their ults here. I would say Spark, maybe, if they do cap, it cap with like maybe 30 seconds left at best. I want to see Architect. Okay, so I'm not sure what Architect's scared for, right? Like, they can scout here. They see where Carpe is. I want Architect to clear this side of the map, right? I want him to, like, kind of operate from this side of the map, and then he can double back. And if they clear this side of the map, now versus Rush is when you need to play slow and methodical. When you're playing dive mirrors, you can kind of be a little quicker on the gun and take more aggressive dives and quicker. But here, I want the Ashe... Literally, I want these people to AFK high ground. I want these people to AFK high ground, and I want the Ashe, Echo, and Mercy to clear this side of the map, so the Ashe can take an off angle, and the Echo gets another angle, whether it be behind, underneath, whatever it is. But what they're doing now just isn't good enough. This comp isn't that great, so you need to be very creative. Here we go. Is Architect gonna do it? No, they're just gonna play main. This isn't good enough. This isn't good enough. Like, the setup isn't thought through enough. I mean, Carpe. They get window out. That's fine. They disengage, so that's good. But okay, so they go Nano Monkey engage. But again, it's just a Nano Monkey. Look, look, look. It's the exact same thing. They are doing the exact same push they just did, but instead they have a Nano this time instead of a Primal. It's the exact same push. It's the exact, it's literally picture perfect, exact same push they just did. No follow-up, using 2 ults to take space.
Adaptive circuits engaged. Tracer.
Defense matrix activated.
Now they're down 1. Fusion has 6. They have a window in the corner that they can't contest. I'm just going to keep speeding through. I'm not going to stop and continue to rant. What was the video game where they quoted insanity? Was it Far Cry? Didn't he say the definition of insanity is trying the exact same thing over and over again, expecting different results? Wasn't that Far Cry? Like Far Cry 3? Maybe that's a quote from somebody else. Whatever. That's what I remember from his Far Cry 3. That could probably be from somebody else. Spark is literally the definition of insanity right now. They're doing the exact same thing over and over again and expecting different results. What's the approach this time? Falk? It's the exact same push.
60 seconds remaining.
Heroes never die. Prove myself. I've got some
Hello there.
30 seconds remaining.
Defense matrix activated.
Systems in overdrive.
At least they Bob Point this time, but it's the exact same thing, man. They're using 3 ults just to take the space. It's literally just an exact. It's the same variation of the push with very minor changes.
10 seconds remaining.
I'm done, man. I can't. I'll dismount the end. I can't look at this anymore. It's the exact same variation of the push from before. Carpet comes out. Headshots are.
WTF is going on here?
Nothing. Nothing's going on here. I'm ready for this. If this is any indication of how the next map's gonna be, I'm ready for the next map to be over with. We're gonna speed through this one. I think I've hit my points. I think I've hit my point plenty of times here on what's wrong with the Spark. I don't think I need to reiterate the same point over and over again. We're gonna be pausing a lot less in this map. Oh, they put Gushui in. It only took 2 maps of absolutely nothingness to do it, but congratulations, Gushui, you're back in the game. They have Shy in, though. Shy is playing, so that's interesting. I wonder why Shy instead of Godsby.
No more bananas.
Interesting. Very interesting. It's because Godby was kind of shit last time. Yeah, true. I mean, at this point, you just throw anything at the fucking wall. Just throw as much shit at the wall and see if it sticks, so.
Defend objective A.
Ooh, Sombra. Maybe that's why. Maybe he's in for Sombra instead, because they're playing Sombra Echo? Okay. Maybe that's why. Is Takoyaki not looking good? Not in this series. No. Not in this series. Okay, so Fusion's playing backside point because of Rush. That makes sense into that comp. They're kind of backing up, farming window, making Spark walk up and farm Nano, making them take space. I don't like that. I think does Hoppa not have fly? I think Hoppa definitely could have punished this. The Shy rollout? Shy rollout.
Everything can be hacked.
Defend
And
objective
everyone.
A.
Ahorita regreso. I'm out of here.
Mobility increased.
¿Qué tal? Be right back.
Shy. Shy.
Ahorita regreso.
Shy.
I'm out of here.
Shy. Look, 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 look. Shy. You don't need to do this. Look, 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 look. These guys back up. Okay. Okay. All right, Shy. You do you. You do you, Shy. So does Hoppa have fly to punish Goosewade's jump here? I'm a little surprised that Hoppa does not immediately jump on Gushue here. Like, he hesitated a little bit. I'm surprised he didn't go on him faster. Okay, Gushue jumps up top again. He'll Hoppa so we can force him out. At least when Gushue does, like, these, like, space-taking jumps, he, like, lives and gets out and, like, uses bubbles. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. Oh, good nano. Okay, good nano from MCD. Bernard kills himself with a right-click. Wait. I get split because of the Rhine swing. Oh, he gets double swung in. That sucks for Bernard. But that was really good. Dude, so far, I feel like the tempo of Spark when Gushue's playing Winston makes a lot more sense. Like, you can feel that Gushue's kind of leading the charge and, like, understand what he wants to do. I just don't feel that when Takeyaki's playing at all. Wait, but how's IDK and Architect died in this whole thing? Gushue's, like, cleaving the entire team. What is this movement from IDK?
Healing stream engaged. Lock on my target. Right beside you. Damage boost engaged.
I don't know. Maybe that's not his fault, but I feel like he should be able to double back onto somebody and not get one shot by a diva. If you're playing Mercy and your movement is at the point where you're getting one shot by diva flies, you're fucked. Like, your movement's fucked. That should not be possible. Should literally not be possible. Gushue you be going crazy, though. It just, dude, like, shit like this just makes me like, what the fuck is Hangzhou's coaching staff doing? Where Gushue is literally going fucking bananas. Look at this dude. This dude's gotten more value with a single nano than fucking Takoyaki's gotten the entire series with every nano. Look at this dude. This man's going crazy. Wait, Big Brain Blizzard. Holy shit. Outplayed Gushue. Outplayed. Wait. Fucked on. Carpe uses High Noon to zone. I like that. Buys his team time. Oh, that was actually really good. I really like how they did. They High Nooned here, and then they had the rush go bottom right to force out people into the open for High Noon. Almost got a kill. Architect copies Rhine, kills Mono. Okay, it's 6v4. Let's hop a bomb here. No, looks like we're just gonna die on point.
Objective lost. Stop the payload.
Halo, did I thank you for the 3 months, by the way? If I didn't, thanks for 3 months, Halo. Sorry if I missed that. I forgot if I did or not. So Fusion does okay. I actually like to swap. Granted, they swap off the Lucio after. I actually like to swap because Rush here on second point is very hard to make work. Not Moira, because I think they're gonna plan to swap rig. after this. That's why. Because they have beat. Wait, what is that? What's IDK Valkyrie for? What popped the Valk here? Yo, hyperviewed. Thanks for giving Nameless a sub, dude. Thank you so much.
Understood. Heroes never die.
Spark needs a new Mercy player. Period. They need a new Mercy player.
You should be at peak performance level.
Routine activated.
I'm here.
Escorting the payload.
Adjusting angle
Damage
of attack.
amplified.
Taking off.
Guess the Fusion's playing it slow here because they got the disadvantage comp, so I can a lot of ults. I'm not interested in why Fusion's playing so slow. Sorry, I was on the Mercy POV too long. So Gushui wants to go first with Nano Winston. He goes on to Toby with a bubble. And my man's Toby just skates away. Ooh, good counter dive onto Alarm though. If I were Fusion, actually I don't like how Fusion is playing this. If I was on Lucio, I'd want to get off the Lucio as soon as possible. So I'd want to like beat engage or something and get really aggressive. But Fusion's been playing very scared. Like I feel like they push the cart. I feel like they want to get on Brig as soon as possible. Oh, nice stick from Rascal, man. Oh, Rascal just breaks this wide open. Oh. They have EMP? Oh, that's a good shout. That's okay. That makes sense. Yeah, I should realize that. Yeah, because of EMP, that makes sense. So now Spark has EMP copy Grav. EMP copy Grav. Okay, so Shy is gonna. I like this. I think no. I think Shy should touch point. Touch point. Shy. Shy, touch point. When you touch point, you're forcing them to walk back, and you're making Hoppa coming all the way back too. No. Touch point.
Adaptive circuits engaged. Win.
Why not touch the payload?
Apagando las luces.
Is Owl still pretty big? Not really. So they opt to hand hack the Diva. The monkey jumps. Fusion goes in with Nano Monkey onto the Zarya. Architect copies, goes backline. Bernard gets a grab off with 1 HP. That was clutch from Bernard. Which forces them to beat and they get the EMP. Okay. So good moves from Spark, but they had to empty the piggy bank there. The old piggy bank there for the play. But now Toby gets to go Brig, so Fusion's on a much better comp. Mono gets on the backline with relative ease. He's pressuring MCD. Oh, look how much space Mono's just buying by himself. He's got 4 people's eyeballs on him. Gushui is Nano. Is that Nano Primal?
Adaptive circuits engaged.
Architect with another copy. Wait. What's going on here? Hold on. I need to get closer. What am I missing here? What am I missing here? Architect goes up. There's a tank right there available to be copied right in front of his face. 2 of them.
Adaptive circuits engaged. Adaptive circuits
Oh, what the
engaged.
fuck? Okay, that's not Architect's fault. What the hell? How did he not get the monkey? What?
Adjusting and adaptive circuits engaged.
Weird. Now this could actually be a ping issue. Genuinely, out of everything that people said ping for, that's probably genuinely a ping issue.
Reverting personality.
How does Gushui die? Bash, flailed, wait. And he used his jump cooldown, so he gets flailed up by Toby. Architect's ult bugged because of ping, probably. An alarm hits a nade on the back line, kills MCD.
Seconds remaining.
That was definitely a ping issue. Like, out of everything people said, oh, well, they're playing on high ping for, that genuinely is a ping issue. I will credit Architect for that one. That's probably a ping issue. I don't know if I'd say Gushui died of ping. Maybe, but Architect was definitely a ping issue. But at this point, Sparks had to swap onto Tracer instead of the Echo. They're on the Brig, so they're all kind of like a Samba Tracer dive comp. Touch point. Point. Shy. Touch point. Shy. Touch point. There you go. Nice. Okay, so they get the point pressure. This is gonna force Fusion to walk back onto the point, which gets his team space. They rally fight inside. They trade rallies. Hoppa knows that Bernard has Grav. They solo grab the nanoed monkey, who's cleaving the choke, so the grab's kind of a waste. Architect gets bashed and dies. Carpe in the backline, high noons for space. Nobody can really follow up on Shy's EMP. Mono primals everybody out. It's just chalked at this point. Now, I've been bagging on Spark almost the entire series, but I have to say, when Gushui's in, Spark actually does stuff. Like, they actually make plays, and they look like they have like a game plan set in mind. But when Takoyaki is playing, Spark looks hopelessly lost. Like, I am not convinced that Takoyaki's calling any plays. I want to see Gushui play from now on.
Initiating match.
They need to give Takoyaki some more time in the lab to figure it out, because I mean, when Gushui is playing, they actually look like they know what they're doing, and there's like a gameplay set. It's not perfect, but they're actually like attempting to make plays.
Ready for battle. Attackers. Ready for battle.
Okay, again, kind of. I need a drink of water. Give me a second.
3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A. Executing flight maneuvers.
So how does Fusion rotate the map? Because when you're playing Rush into these counter comps here, you need to rotate the map and find a way to get onto people who are immobile, which is the Ana, the Brig, and the Zarya. Oh, they go right side. That's crazy. Good. I said it again, but I really like how Fusion rotates the map and like reads how the enemy team is set up and changes the way they move accordingly. Like they know Gushui's on bridge and he wants to drop down and cleave, so they just say fuck it. Like we'll take an unusual route and we'll just completely avoid the nade, cleave, and everything. That's so smart from Fusion. Now Fusion go up here, reset their cooldowns, and go again. Oh, it's so good. Fusion's movement is so good. Now Rascals hit the fucking jets. Oh, he gets a wall. Oh, goodbye. Goodbye, Shy. Yeah, Fusion is undoubtedly the best rush team in APAC. I would feel very confident saying that. So now Spark is missing big damage from the Ashe, especially the Dynamite. They're split. Architect has no healing. Ooh, Alarm dies though, but he's gonna get traded? No? Hoppa doesn't full commit. Mono rushes the... Oh, what the... Wait. I was looking over here. What's going on over here? Mono and Rascal are rushing down the Brig over here. Oh, Jesus. IDK and MCD are going to get ran over. Mono goes for a hero pin onto MCD. I mean, it's just at this point, like... How Spark realistically should be positioned is that not a single... Once Fusion... Let me go back. Once Fusion gets to this point where they're like in a spot where they can speed and rotate into people, the people that are susceptible to being dove, your Zarya, your Brig, they should be on like some sort of high grounds. Like I don't care what high grounds. Like I don't care if it's the cabin over here. I don't care if it's the bridge. They need to be somewhere where like Fusion has a hard time getting on them. But right now, they just sit on the ground and they make it really easy for the rush to rotate into them. That was the big fuck up. Already seen this. Fusion cleans up. Carpet kind of overextends, gets picked by Shy, but deed is done.
Objective lost. Stop the payload.
Interesting from Rascal. I think Rascal's getting a little cocky in how he can move around the map because that made us walk up and took 2 headshots. Hopper really needs to be watching the antinades from MCD here.
You're going to be okay.
Okay, slow and methodical then. Hoppa's hard forcing Gushui, making him run around the map. Architect's finally taking angles from behind. I like this. They're playing above them. This is super smart. Fusion abandons their window to rotate the map. Okay. They dropped the window and they just completely abandoned it to get the better positioning. Oh, they're catching Bernard. Look at him. Oh, it's so good. Dude, Fusion did not hesitate for even half a second to abandon the window they just dropped. Most teams would just be stuck on sitting on the window. But nah. Fusion doesn't care. Fusion's just fuck that. We're going to speed up the Zarya that we see. Look at yeah, Fusion looks well coached. Gotta give credit to 9K. 9K's a freak, for sure. Oh, it's just chalk at this point. Spark is trading ults, barely even getting trade kills. Bernard's 80 on a grab. Is the Church of Crusty true? But Arachne's coaching Guangzhou, and they're not doing that hot, so. Oh, Bernard's not even gonna get a grab off this map. Oh, that's just a pummeling. Man, they get pummeled here, but again, I gotta say for Spark, like, play Gushui, man. Let the man play the game. Let Gushui play the game. IDK is a Lucio one trick from what I've seen the entire time. I would like to see League play the game. Obviously, they think Bernard's better. I rate Bernard. I've said Bernard's underrated. I think Bernard is quite nice. I'm not... MCD was fine, all things considered. And I'm not sure about the DPS. I think the DPS lacked a lot of creativity.